I have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire.
What's going on, man? Miles Fortress here. And today we got Star Wars Outlaws, okay? Official gameplay walkthrough. Before I even start watching this, a little warning, okay? I am not the biggest fan of this game, okay? I've seen the gameplay. I think it's a little underwhelming. It's kind of mediocre. See, me personally, I kind of wanted, you know, a Jedi game again or a Sith game. Jedi, maybe not, because we had Cal Kestis. I get that. I understand why they might not have gone down that route, but I mean, me personally, I like the Force. I'm a big Force guy. I love lightsabers, you know. I just want to explore that side of Star Wars always. I just think it's the coolest thing in Star Wars. It just is to me. You know, Rebels and Outlaws are always cool, whatever, but I'm more of a Force guy, okay? I was always more of a Force guy. So yeah, it just would have been cool to me to see a Sith game, you know? I would have loved that, like a Sith type game. That's what I thought this game would be. When I heard that Ubisoft was doing an open world Star Wars game, I thought two things. I thought that like a create your own character type joint, different like career routes, different like lifestyles, like a rebel, you know, a Jedi or a Sith, like, you know, things like that, you know, like I thought it would be that, but that's not what it ended up being. So I mean, we have this, and I really did not expect this. So knowing that, I'm like, oh, this is just kind of boring. But then after I watched the gameplay, I'm like, yo, this is just, it's just so boring. Like, I've seen all of this before. I've seen this kind of gameplay before. I've seen this kind of dialogue. The main character seems very like annoying with the way she talks. Okay, I won't say too much further, but I'm just giving you guys my, you know, my first impressions of all of this so far, because, you know, I just wanted something different. I guess I wanted something different. So we'll watch the gameplay and I'll speak more about it. I'll speak through it too, you know, pause and explore some stuff in the gameplay. But yeah, that's my first thoughts in the game. So let's just fully watch this gameplay, you know, talk about it, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Good boy.
I want that fighter stripped for parts by tomorrow.
On it. All right, Nix. Let's go get paid. That worked.
The boss, because he knows how to handle the Empire.
We cannot trust those officers. They take our credits now, but what stops them from stabbing us in the back?
Okay, so off rip, graphics wise, it looks good. Okay, I think graphical wise it looks good. It could definitely be better, way better, but graphical wise it looks good. Okay.
Nix. Hit that button. Nice one. Hang on tight, little buddy.
Now, how do you guys feel about the whole companion thing going on here? Because she has a companion, you know, there's someone else we know who has a companion, BD1. I just don't understand why they keep doing this. Like, what's the whole point of having a companion always? Like, you know, is it just a requirement now for modern day Star Wars to have a sidekick or a companion or a small companion? Like, you got Grogu and Mandalorian, BD1, now this little thing. The game doesn't need a companion. I mean, I understand why it has it. It just adds, I guess, cuteness to the game. It adds cuteness. It adds, I guess, life to it. Humor maybe, but yeah, I don't really see the reason to always have a companion in the game.
I was just leaving. Okay, we'll figure this out.
No, I can't.
Shield. Hey, Nick! Catch! This is getting bad. Let's try this out. Dink Ferrick!
Stop her.
Now this shooting combat gameplay, okay? Combat, I said combat. I've seen this before, you know? Like, I see this all the time. This reminds me of Gears of War, reminds me of GTA. We've always seen this kind of shooting mechanics or just shooting gameplay. I just want something new. The gameplay just doesn't seem very fresh to me. It doesn't scream fresh because I've seen this over and over again. And this guy's aim didn't help that much. Whoever's playing it, he has terrible aim, so there's that too. Now it is cool that this is the first like ever like shooting Star Wars game that's like this, I guess. Like I'm trying to think. I'm not sure if there's any like shooters like this that are Star Wars based. So it is cool that we have a game like this, but at the same time it's like I've seen this kind of game over and over and over again. Like this doesn't excite me. It just does not. It doesn't excite me.
Dink Ferrick!
Stop her.
I think that went pretty well, right? Oh, these guys don't quit! Hang on!
That's cool. That was cool.
That was close. ND5, I got the package. Where are you?
Waiting for you at Jauntus Hope. Were you seen?
I said I got it. What else matters?
Should I assume we won't be working for the Pikes anytime soon?
Well, they'll probably forgive me.
Comforting.
Now, off rip, okay, just completely blind going into this. The protagonist, Kay Vess, okay, she seems so just lifeless and boring. Like, I've heard her type of character, personality so many times. Honestly, she reminds me of that girl from that one game that came out that everyone was trashing. Game about that teenage girl who had powers or whatever. She had powers and, like, you know, she had very cringe dialogue and she was getting roasted pretty bad for that. This reminds me of that. Like a lot. And I don't like cringy character dialogue. I hate it. And this main character just gives off that like so hard. Like
There's Jauntus Hope. We made it, Nix.
Now where's the open world, man? This is supposed to be open world, right? Like show us open world, you know?
Hey, Andy.
You're late, Kay. Doc is waiting.
What? Are you worried?
No.
Okay.
No, but you Troy.
What?
Be careful. Donka's a broker, not a friend. She can't be trusted.
Who can out here? See you back at the ship.
round 2 and I still like my odds. Kay Vess. Back already. I told you she's fresh, but she's good.
Who's this?
Just a friend. Join us.
Job was more complicated than you said, Dunka.
You lived. Hey, he's on
Like this video too. Sub up. Like this video.
toys. They're investments.
Wait. We haven't met.
Don't really know many of you.
Stealing illegal contraband, running with syndicates. I could say you're a threat to the Empire. But I won't have to if you're smart.
Thanks, but I'm smart enough to get myself out of trouble.
You pay the tax just like everyone else.
Whoa, kid. Let's just relax.
You won't make it off to Shara alive.
Maybe.
Man, she cute, but we don't know her. Like, she's cute, but we don't know her. We know nothing about this Kay Vess girl, so why should I be so intrigued by her in this gameplay, you know? That's my biggest thing with her, is just we don't know her. We don't know her.
All troopers, we have reports of a fugitive in Jaunter's Hope. Move to apprehend.
That Imperial announcement wouldn't be about you, would it?
Could be.
I told you not to trust her.
Not the first time we've outrun the Empire.
We need to leave.
Yeah, no kidding. Are we good?
Nothing on the sensors. Yet.
Anybody on the sensors now?
TIE fighters on us.
Now, this part looks amazing, okay? I will say, this whole entire part looks amazing. This part looks way better than the shooting combat. Like, this part here looks way better.
I feel inclined to remind you that we should shake the Empire. Quickly.
Thanks, I'm working on it. ND, get us out of here.
Stooling hyperdrive.
Let's jump.
Nice.
We made it. Hey. Got your new toy.
So, where do we go next?
Anywhere we want.
Outlaws, coming 2024.
That's the gameplay, folks. If I had to rate this gameplay reveal, I give it like a 5 out of 10. You know, I can't give anything higher than a 5 because the 5 comes from the second half of the gameplay, you know, where it shows the ship combat in space. Like, that is cool. That's cool. I love that. But everything beforehand just seemed very underwhelming, dude. Like, I didn't like the whole shooting combat. I thought it was very repetitive. I thought it was very just unoriginal. It feels like 1,000 games we've played before. GTA, Mass Effect, a lot of Mass Effect in there. Mass Effect, Gears of War, that's just how it felt to me. And I just wanted something more cool, I guess. You know what would have been cool? It was first person. I think had it been first person, that would have been cool. The speeder chase, that was better than the shooting combat, a lot better, but wasn't that great to me. I gotta see more of that kind of combat. Like, I need to see more of the speeder combat to be completely rocking with it, you know. By far my favorite part in the whole entire reveal was that Starfighter gameplay. That was cool. That was very cool. And again, man, the open world aspect, like, they didn't show much of this whole open world. Like, there was no exploration at all on this planet. We didn't get to explore anywhere. We were at one place and just ran to another one in like, what, 5 minutes? You know, basically what I'm saying is that I need to see more, a lot more. Now, I'll be covering this game until it comes out. I need to see it a lot more. It comes out next year. I'm sure to be polished up, you know, it'll look better next year. As of now, I'm just not sold, man. I'm just not sold. You know, when I think of the term open world, I think of like so much stuff, dude. I think of like Fallout, Skyrim, you know, that screams open world. Spider-Man, you know, that screams open world. This didn't scream open world to me. It just didn't. And again, this may be a fanboy just, you know, salting this right now, because I really did want to play as a Sith. That would have been so cool. Or some kind of Force user, you know, that just would have been so cool to me. And I know we just got that with Cal Kestis, but it's like, bro, the Force, lightsabers, that's what makes Star Wars cool. Now, that's a whole separate debate, but me personally, I think lightsabers, the Force, the Sith, Jedi, that's what makes Star Wars super fun. It makes it super interesting, okay? All right, so that's just my take on it. And I was really hoping that this game would be that, but it wasn't. It wasn't. Now, I love a good blaster. I love shooting with a blaster, man. That it's fun. Just make it creative, make it original, because this reveal didn't really give that to me. I've seen this before, you know, so that's it for me. Like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on this gameplay, man. Are you a fan of Star Wars Outlaws? Okay, let me know right now. What are your thoughts on this gameplay? Okay, I won't go over it again. You know my thoughts on it already, and that's it. Okay, I'll leave it at that. But anyway, that's it for me. I am out. Peace.
It looks a little bit like it takes a page from the Force Unleashed book.
One of the things they told me is that they didn't want it to feel like Force Unleashed. This is more violent, I guess. Lopping off heads, limbs, everything you'd expect a lightsaber to actually do.